Hey guys, DibtheAwesome here, back with another monster guide. Here today we're going to be talking about Palax, the dark legendary that is a reference to Alien, of course. And so this is its juvenile form. I don't know, it's juvenile, baby form, teenage form, and its adult form. Uh, its stats are pretty high. Actually, this is probably one of the more higher stats for dark monsters, save for lights. Life, which is kind of in the middle, uh, which is all right. Uh, Mind that. But yeah, its power is pretty high. Its speed is pretty high. It's probably one of the more faster dark monsters in the game. I don't know if it has the highest attack power, but it's pretty high. It's in one of the highest for the dark monsters as it gets. Going into its stats, it's got a 3,531. Again, really high power. Life, 24,127. That's an alright life. Like people complain about 21k. 24k is pretty solid. It's pretty great with his lifesteal moves. So he really is kind of a tank. He can tank a lot. And then he's got a speed of 3,509. That is really fast. It's a really fast dark monster. It's a really good monster. I haven't really gotten mine to 100 yet, but I'm working on it. Alright, so his ultimate is Nest Yelp. Deals massive special damage to all enemies. May make all targets bleed. Okay, I'm a huge fan of bleeding, and this is a great ult with bleeding in it. Oh, I love bleeding so much. No one's immune to bleeding. I'm a huge fan of bleeding. Really great stat. I keep saying that in every video because it's honestly true. I love these kind of abilities that make people bleed. So yeah, this is a definitely a great alt. I would say it's a great. It goes great with any situation because in Team Wars you always fight the same rarity, at least two of the same rarities. Uh, so this is a great for when you're fighting dark types or like when you're fighting fucking I don't know Barbatos or Will Razorface. This is great to have. He's awesome. Uh, so going into his kit, he has a. Okay, we're gonna skip the first few moves. These are just irrelevant and stupid. Going to the second kit now. Carnage Bites deals moderate special damage, may make the target bleed. Personally, I love running zero cooldown moves, and especially if it's a special move. So this is a possibility. You can run this move. But I would say with this guy's kit, you might not have to. You could just run the one, or have both Carnage Bites and Slaughter Bites. Slaughter Bites is basically the upgraded version, so you could have both. Just so you deal a stronger hit, and just one you can spam when Timeron just doesn't let you use his moves for 2 turns or 3 turns, or however you want to build them. So the next move is Eroding Juices. 35 damage, 90% accuracy. It's a basic AoE that poisons. 35 is a pretty solid, just all around decent AoE. Is it 45? No, it's 35. It works. Honestly, anything that has a boost in it, like you should always have like a damage booster or something that gives double damage. Anything like that will make this a solid move. It's kind of something you probably have to run if you want to actually hit more than one enemy. Like you can make this guy single target, but uh, I wouldn't really like because I always like at least running one AOE on my attacker, uh, just because I like to hit everything. And since this guy causes bleeding, that's a plus. Pair this guy up with something that does AOE bleed, like Osteoclast. Osteoclast or like Nadana, who's a jelly. It's a water monster that does AOE poison and bleed. You can probably team it up with her, and you can first year combo would be poison, AOE poison, then AOE bleed, and then you just have that 20 damage straight up the bat. So yeah, it's a possibility. If you're just tired of like attacker, damage booster, and immobilizer, you can freshen it up. You can honestly, I like doing like a variety. I get kind of bored doing the same thing after a while, the same cheese tactic of boost or immobilize, boost, and then just kill everything. I like to spice it up a bit. I like to do different things, and because I have different monsters, and I love doing different things than the same old tactics and the same old ways to kill. But yeah, this is probably a must run move to have if you're wanting it in a like versatile build. Uh, Dark Outcry steals life from target, requires cooldown. It's 60 damage and it's a 1 turn cooldown. It steals life. Honestly, I like 100% life, but you can run this move. Uh, I would not say run. Well, yeah, you can run this. You can run this move. Uh, just don't do. Well, okay. I'm gonna say this ahead of time. Don't run a full dark move build because you can't use. You're not gonna be able to use that in Team Wars. Shit. I had one of the YouTubers I watched, not like the one I really like, but another one I watch, or I seen a few videos of just today actually recommended all the dark moves, and it's like that's not gonna do you good in Team Wars. You don't do any damage to the dark monster. Uh, True, I mean, like, you're not doing any more than, like, if you poison them, that's about it. Like, negative damage is never good damage. Yeah, so negative damage is never good damage. Moving on to his third move. Okay, so again, you can run this move. This is one of his lower cooldown moves. Run it if you want like constant attacks, and it's on a low cooldown, so this isn't a bad single target move. This is a really good move. Slaughter Bites. Again, it's an upgraded version. Deals heavy damage. It's 65 damage, 2 turn, 31 stamina. Not a bad skill. I'd say I honestly like running both special moves just to have that like situation whenever I get across to a you know like a dark type when I'm fighting a dark type. Uh, but I'd say like run Carnage Bites just so you can spread the bleed. Uh, on my Will Razorface kind of functions like this guy, except he has actually two AoEs that are more useful because it's like stun and daze, and he has a life skill move. It's not as, I mean, like the cooldown's higher, but that's all I've ever needed was one stamina drain move because the every time I deal damage with it, I usually like get most of my hit points back. So yeah, I'd at least say run Carnage Bites, just so you have something against Chimera, so you have like that spread of bleeding. Uh, or you can go Slaughter Bites and or you can try one hit shit with a boost of damage. That works too. Digestive Juices. This is a single target dark move that poisons enemies. Uh, Again, you can run this skill if you're not running the AoE. If this is like for the single target set, I'd recommend all the moves from Group 3. And, well, actually, no, I recommend these two moves then, and Dark Outcry. You need at least one special move. If you're going to have only one special move, run the spammable special move. So you have like something against the dark enemy on Team Wars. Because this guy has like you can take total advantage of the two life skill moves. That's totally an option, because these actually do the same thing, except this does 100% and 2 turn cooldowns, and this only has 1 and 50%. So yeah, you can run like these 4 moves, like Carnage Bites, Dark Outcry, Digestive Juices, and Dark Scream if you're not planning on running in any AoE. I mean, I always like to run the AoE, but I guess you can change it out for Slaughter Bites if you think you can kill the dark monster with one hit with this. Then you can run the single target two-turn cooldown move. But I recommend if you do run the 2 turn cooldown move and you have the damage boost up, kill the dark monster first. At least do that. That way you don't have to worry about negative damage. I like I said, that's why I always like to run special target moves, just to get that advantage in monster wars and stuff like that. So yeah, this guy's on sale, this today and I guess the weekend too, maybe. Uh, this guy is not a bad guy. He's a really great guy. One of the best dark attackers in the game right at the moment. Besides Barbatos and Real Razorface, I'd say those are two of the best. I don't know. Barbatos is kind of stale. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's old, but he's an old monster. But I don't really see people use him that much anymore. But that doesn't mean he's not bad. I mean, he's a great monster. People love Barbatos. Uh, I'll do analysis on him sometime. Actually have an egg of Barbatos sitting in my storage. I just haven't had the like. I just feel weird. I would just feel weird having it uh, out. I don't. I should probably. I'm gonna hatch that sometime, but I just don't feel like I should have it out yet because I have other stuff that I need to hatch, like for Team Wars and stuff like that. I have like a shit ton of, like I said, I have a shit ton of dark monsters, and Will Razorface basically does what this guy does. If you have a Will Razorface, like, and if you, yeah, yeah, I mean, like they can probably team up. Their attacks would be stupid. I mean, like you'd have two. Honestly, if you teamed both of them up, give this guy like I don't know, give Phalanx. You can make him a fucking tank for all it matters. Two strengths and a life rune to take care of that life, and shit, you can either have Will Razorface be the fucking denier or something like that because they're both going to be really tanky. Like maybe like a life and 2 speed or life strength and a speed. Any other combination of the two. That's for that life strength and a speed. It was for like Will's Razorface, by the way. Uh, yeah, these honestly they could work together and it'd be very fucking terrifying. Lifesteal is such a prominent thing in this game. Like it's really strong, especially 100% lifesteal because you're getting all that life back, and you're spreading bleed too. Again, bleed is such a great trait. Uh, it's a nice trait to spread too because it's nothing that they're immune to. I know the damage is low. I know 45 damage isn't a whole lot. It's like basic damage, but it's still great. It's great for situations. And that's if honestly, if you don't have Palrex, Palhax, if you don't have Palhax, you if you wanted him, go ahead and get him. If you like this design, get him. Honestly, he's more expensive than he's worth. I mean, 250 is a lot. 225 would be the reasonable price for this monster, but it's not the given price. I don't know why they made it 250. I don't know why they had the possession to do it 250, but they did. He's not a bad monster. Get him if you love him. That's first and foremost. If you love a monster, get him. Especially if you're spending money on the game. Get the monsters you love, regardless of stats. Yeah, this guy's a great monster and an A-OK monster in my book. I hope you guys watched the Octex video, which is also the reference to Preditor monster, and it's they're both really good monsters. Shit, you have like the fucking dream team and have fucking Palhax and Octex and I don't fucking know Draz. You can have fucking Draz. There we go. Your Draz can be fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, and yeah, that would be the perfect dream team right there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will talk to you guys later.